Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Dead True Podcast. My name's Jimmy.
It's Casey.
Jeff.
Hi, Steven.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, guys, we're excited tonight. We got Jeff with us.
Yay.
Yay.
Welcome to the club.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Mr. Jeff Wagner, man. You've been on The Walking Dead for how many seasons now, buddy?
4.
4? Awesome.
Wow.
Yep. No, I'll go ahead and let us reflect on the week real quick. How's everybody's week went?
Good.
Work.
Mine was good. Yeah, same.
Yeah, pretty much. Just working all the time.
How did the tours go this weekend, Steven?
They went pretty good. Yeah, I did good. I worked Friday and Sunday and got quite a few tours. It was kind of dead Friday, but it was good Sunday. What about you?
Mine was the opposite. I was alive Friday and dead on Sunday, so I guess everybody went to you on Sunday and left me on Friday. Makes that happen, but yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody tuning in. I see y'all in the comments.
Oh
Yeah, I got to figure out once again. I know I do this every week. I got to figure out how to comment as myself because it's different on my phone than y'all's.
It's okay. I never comment. I just
figured it out first time.
Nice.
I don't see any comments.
It's okay.
Oh, no, I sent it yet.
Yeah, he's on his phone like Don is, so he can't see the comments.
Right.
So we'll kind of read them to him as we go along. If y'all have any questions for Jeff, just let us know and we'll answer those as quick as we can. How about you, Miss Dawn? All the candles get shuffled and stuff? We get all good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Time for Christmas.
How about you, Miss Casey?
Good. Just busy
Jeff,
with work.
no.
Yep.
All right, I hear you guys.
It's too early to be thinking about Christmas.
Oh, I know, but not my job, so they like to think about it.
You know, Jamie put up a Christmas tree the other day at work. I kid you not, Scott Walking Dead ornaments all over.
No.
Yeah, I was like, it ain't Halloween yet.
We ain't even been past Halloween yet. Like,
Right.
No, it's crazy.
They have bypassed it.
Yep.
Wow.
We got some good news this week, though. The strike came to an agreement.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Explain that situation, Stephen, to people that don't understand what's going on with it.
Ooh, man. You know, me and Monica were going to make a video on it, and then it got settled. So we worked all weekend, didn't get to it. She did most of the research. I mean, it was basically just, I guess, like the crew members striking against like streaming services, because that's pretty much what everything is now. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Jeff probably knows what I mean. There's some productions you can work on that they don't care about how long they work you. They find loopholes in labor laws. They get the most out of you and pay you the least, while there's people making like $100 an hour doing less. I mean, I'm not talking about the actors or the main, like, you know, directors and stuff like that. Of course, they deserve to make that, but I don't know. It's a weird situation. It's not. It wasn't really background. I think it was crew members. I guess
it was all just people part of the union,
the
IATSE or whatever. But I did see some of the crew members posting that they were going to vote no because they didn't agree with a lot of the stuff. Like nothing, from what I see, nothing really changed a whole lot, because I think they could still do the fratter days is what they talked about, where they'll roll all the way into Saturday morning and they don't get enough time. They'll sleep all day Saturday and their only day off is Sunday. So I think they were going to vote no for it, from what I've seen a lot of the crew members posting about. So I don't know if they're really.
Yeah, I mean, you never really get the whole story. You don't know if anything will ever change either. I mean, people have to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of their concern was they're, working 14, 15 hours on set, and then some of these people drive an hour or two home. So that, if it's an hour, you're already cutting 2 hours into your turnaround time. So, they're not getting enough time to rest or see family or do anything outside of work. So.
Gotcha.
Now, that would be a huge problem. Seriously. So,
yeah.
Well, at least they got it taken care of for the most part, hopefully. But
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
You know what, Jeff? You really impressed me the other night when we were doing trivia together. Actually, how much Walking Dead stuff you know. So,
dude.
No joke. Like I'm a tour guide, and I'm like, wow, he knows more crap than me. There you go. So, what started your love with The Walking Dead, man?
Actually, when the show first came on, I had no interest in it. So what was funny was my daughter kept telling me, "Dad, you need to watch the show. You need to watch the show." I was like, "Yeah, whatever. I'll get to it." I didn't start watching it until I think it was about the beginning of season 3. I went back and I was at work here in Charleston, and I ended up binge watching it on Saturdays because we were so slow that I ended up binge watching the majority of it through one day at work, and then I was just hooked.
Nice.
So I used to have a thing where every night before I go to bed, I turn on The Walking Dead and just let it play, and then fall asleep to it or whatever the case might be. But eventually the TV turns off after like 3 or 4 episodes. But
Right.
so it's like I've seen it, and it's like so many times, so it's just kind of all like you see it so many times, you just remember it.
Yes.
That's cool, man.
All right, guys, y'all got any questions for Jeff? Don't everybody ask at one time now.
Yeah,
Okay,
please.
Jeff,
Yeah,
What
please
is-
don't.
what's your favorite season or episode? Do you have a favorite season? Or
I would say my favorite season has it's always been season 2 and maybe season 3.
Same.
Those
Yeah.
were like the best, I think. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not going to be biased because of any of the stuff that I've been a part of, but season 2 and 3 are my favorite seasons.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, us on the channel are a big fan of or not the channel, but on the podcast, a big fan of the early seasons, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I think everything was a lot better then than it is now.
Thank you.
I mean, it
Miss
was more
Jennifer.
based off of like the zombies, basically, and
Mhm.
not the living fighting the living, basically. So
It doesn't, yeah. I mean, and I still love the show, and I give
Oh,
it a
yeah,
lot of
for sure.
shit on here. I give it a lot of shit on here, but it just doesn't feel like that same zombie apocalypse show. That
Nah,
much
it doesn't.
anymore.
Yeah, a lot's changed.
But
Yeah,
I'm
some,
still sticking with it.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We have
Yeah,
some
time
fans
invested.
asking questions right now. What was your favorite walker?
I would say it was probably from season 1. You remember the guy that looked like Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy that was
On
on
the
the bus
bus.
and then got off the bus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably been one of my favorite walkers.
Yeah. He looked like Fire Marshal Bill, right?
Yes.
Let me show you something.
Let me tell you something. That's probably my
Oh,
all-time
Lord.
favorite.
Right? I love Jim Carrey.
Have another fan question. Did you have a favorite actor that you worked with?
I'd Andy Lincoln, so it'd probably be Andrew.
Nice.
I only got to work with him a little bit in season 8. But he's probably one of my all-time favorites. He's very, very genuine. Very
Aw.
That's
genuine.
cool.
All right, I got a couple
Awesome.
more, and then I'll let y'all do some
You
more.
just made Don's day, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got a fan that says, "What's your favorite film location and why?"
There you go.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a hard one.
I've been a part of a lot of it, so I'm just trying to think. I've done a few things out at Woodbury, I guess the All Out War. I'd probably say out there because I did multiple things out there. Like, I mean, I've done a lot of things at the studio, but the first day out there at Woodbury working as a dead savior and then as a shrapnel savior with Andrew Lincoln, and then doing the Whisperer barn scene was all out there. So I'd have to say it would probably be at Woodbury. And of course, we did some other things out there at Woodbury. The Carol and Daryl, when they were sitting on the log and they were using binoculars, they could see like out in the field or whatever, and they could see like the little few walkers and then the Whisperers or whatever. So all of that was done out there. So I'd have to probably say Woodbury.
No, okay.
The actual
Well,
real town.
The
of Woodbury,
actual real
Georgia.
town Woodbury?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite location as a fan though? Like
Yeah.
I would probably
that
say
you like to visit, and you know what I mean? It's just like everybody's got that favorite one, I think.
The Away with You in Grantville.
That's what I was about to say. It's gotta
Oh
be
yeah. Oh yeah.
Every time I come there, I find myself going there. I mean, of course, you got Alexandria right there, but it's going to be in Grantville.
It's a different atmosphere in Grantville. You're like almost alone out there, and you can feel the way Morgan must have felt. I get it.
Right.
Right.
Very alone. and secluded.
We got one more question. What's up, Mr. Matt Storm? You're always in the comments. Appreciate you. How would you like to see the show end?
Oof.
Ooh.
Besides Rick waking up from his coma and everybody being around him.
You better
besides that.
watch your mouth.
Me and Jeff actually discussed that the other night at dinner. By the way,
Really?
yeah, like it would be a mess if it actually ended that way. But that's the way I felt.
that would be like a night. I mean, that would be everybody's. That would be the fans calling that out, saying, "Oh, he wakes up from a coma and nothing ever happened. It was just a dream or whatever."
Right.
I would probably say, I would say maybe. I don't know if Rick's gonna come back. I don't know that. I'm gonna say maybe if people are probably gonna hate me for this because I am Negan. Like I'm still Negan. But what if Negan got Rick's comic book ending?
Oh.
Wow. And I think
There's
Dawn's over there
that's
about
a
to tear
twist
up right
because
now, but
that's a twist because nobody would expect that.
no, nobody would.
So I would go out on a limb and say maybe Negan would get Rick's comic book ending.
I see. I think Aaron's gonna get Rick's comic book.
I think
ending.
that too. I think,
But it would be cool.
it would be a twist though. Is what that's how I would do it.
Right.
You think it's gonna end with like old lady Judith telling the story?
That'd be pretty sweet.
That's
How the comic books kind of ended with Carl,
Right.
So
So it only makes sense to do it with Judas since Carl's not, he's not around anymore. But
Right.
that would be pretty interesting.
I got two more questions. One from Twitter says, Jeff, what is your favorite moment and scene from the show?
that's YouTube, old man, not
Yeah.
Twitter.
Well, whatever.
Boomer.
All right, so what was my favorite? What was it? My favorite scene and what?
From the show, what was your favorite moment and scene from the show? That's YouTube. Sorry about that, Twitter.
That's funny.
I was like, man, we're live on Twitter too.
I know. I was like, whoa. He's got a Twitter feed.
My favorite moment and scene would probably be when Rick kills Shane.
Ooh.
There you go.
I liked Shane, but I just feel like he was just an ass and he was just a nuisance at that point. And I love John Bernthal. I love Shane to death, but he was just getting on my nerves.
Well, there was some great acting in that scene too.
Yes, absolutely.
That would be an awesome scene to like make an audition to if you were like auditioning for stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that absolutely that would be.
I think somebody's asking, are they filming right now at Sonoy? I think they're filming at the studio. Another one, what's the saddest character's death for you? That's what they're asking.
I'd be Beth.
Really, Beth?
I'm not gonna.
Really?
So
Why Beth?
I don't know. Like I guess it was like Daryl carrying her out, Maggie dropping. Like, I used to sit and watch the episodes live, like on Sundays before they had the whole, AMC premiere. You could watch it 2 days or a week early, or whatever the case might be. And I had this thing where I would always turn the lights out, make sure it was dark, turn the episode on. But actually, for that death, I didn't know about that one. I hadn't heard about that one. And I actually, I don't really tear up for anything, but I actually kind of teared up for that one.
Okay.
So,
It's a powerful scene.
everybody put out spoilers for the most recent season. So you kind of knew what was going to happen. So it wasn't a surprise with the whole death thing. It was like a surprise. Didn't know it was coming.
Right.
That was probably the most, but the other ones were probably Tyrese and probably Noah. Was a close.
Oh, yeah.
Which characters would you bring back if you could?
Dead or living?
It just said, what character would you bring back? It I guess in general, dead character, I guess, yes.
I would probably say, there's been so many. I'd probably say Glenn.
Yeah.
I'd probably, just he's got a son there, his wife, like to see how he would do handling things. What if Glenn's gone? What if Maggie never left? And the hilltop was never burnt down.
Right.
That would be interesting to see, like
Right.
how he handle things with Maggie, or
Yep.
Barb asked, any characters from the show you would want to work with but didn't? Which one would you want to work with but didn't?
I would probably have to say I worked with all of them except for Glenn. Puppets. I'd probably have to say probably David Morrissey.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just talking to him like a few times at Walker Stalker, so just he's interesting.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Which character would you like to see a backstory on?
Negan.
That's what the talk has been about, and that's what I talk to everybody about. Like, I hope that they do. I mean, the Here's Negan episode or whatever, but I just don't think that's enough. Like, I want to see the full backstory. How did he really start the Saviors and all that stuff? How did he get these people?
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be the best backstory I think that you could probably see.
In the comics, they pretty much just touched on like 2 pages. I mean,
right.
Like there's a whole story. There's a whole, 3/4 of a story after what they covered on the show already.
We have an
That
old
would be
friend back there, Steven.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bill Dixon's back. What's up?
Yeah.
Who?
All right, guys. Nobody. You're good.
Oh. All right. I was like, I didn't hear anything. I can't see anything.
Yeah, you're good. Who do you think would get Dwight's comic book death in the show?
Ooh. I don't know. Who do you guys think?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's definitely a tough one.
To get Dwight's?
Yeah, that's what it says. They're asking.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember now. I'm feeling like I ain't as big of a comic book fan as I thought. How did Dwight
Was
die?
he the poison arrow?
I don't know. I don't read the comics that
I think
much.
so.
Or the Walker Blood arrow?
I mean, I read the comics like crazy, but I just can't think right now because I've only read those once because they're pretty current.
Right.
Gabriel.
It was All Out War, right?
Rick shot him. Oh,
Rick shot Dwight. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was bucking the Commonwealth.
Right.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. That's a good question. I don't know. I see somebody said Gabriel, but I feel like Gabriel. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he's coming soon. He's gonna get killed soon. But I don't know how.
Right.
I don't see him bucking the system as much as I would. I don't know what other character I would pick.
I think right now would probably be Eugene bucking the system.
If he
Eugene.
really rats him out, yeah.
And Eugene, yeah.
Well, who's going to be the one to shoot him then? And Rick's not going to be, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Maggie.
Probably.
She mad at everybody.
Yeah. It's just that time of the month. That's all it is.
Oh.
That's all it is. It says on here, how do you think Shane would have handled Negan?
That would have been a knockdown drag out thing, I think. I don't think he would have put up with anything like as much as Rick did. I don't think any of the scavenging to try to find anything would have happened to begin with. There would have been no, I get half your shit. Shane would have been like, no, I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
I don't. Oh, that's a tough one though. That really is.
Yeah, it's different now. Like they I don't know. With Negan, I love the whole Savior storyline and stuff, and I love those seasons. But like we were talking about earlier about the earlier seasons, it's like now they give them so many opportunities to kill the enemies, like on purpose or something. Like it wants you to think they're going to be killing them, like they're about to shoot him in the head or whatever. Then they don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
Too much teasing.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of teasing.
Next question is, what would be your weapon of choice in the real life zombie apocalypse?
Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, let's say a katana.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
say. Silent,
Definitely go with
right?
sword.
Yep. There you go.
And you got distance. You got distance between you and.
Right.
Damn sure wouldn't be a crossbow, dude. Like,
No,
I mean,
no,
hell
like,
no.
what the hell? I'd rather have a
the most
machete.
It takes you 5
unrealistic
minutes to load the
weapon.
damn thing.
Right.
It is. You don't see his loading process hardly ever. I mean, every
Never.
now and then.
And those things are pretty
Yeah.
heavy. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a musket, right?
But he is using knives a lot more now, so that's cool.
Yes.
That's a little better.
Yeah.
Who's going to get Carol's comic book death? I'm still going by the fans' questions here.
Well, Carol died back
early in the
at
comics.
she died back at the prison in the
Right.
comics.
Yeah.
I don't remember. How did she die?
She kills
Walker.
herself. She lets walkers
That's
eat
right.
her. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Michonne kind of stole her man a little bit, Tyrese, and it kind of sent her off the deep end, and it was a downward spiral.
Well, Tyrese was a good-looking fella after all. I'm just saying.
Hey, man, Tyrese. I love Chad Coleman, but I don't know. I feel like that character wasn't done justice. Tyrese in the comics. Tyrese in the comics is awesome, man. He's like one of my favorite characters in the comics. He's like a mixture of Daryl and T-Dog. Like it's like perfect.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see.
I don't know anybody that would feed themselves to the Walker. You know,
If you made it this far.
Right. Right.
We have another question. What do you think Beyond Fear and The Walking Dead will merge? How do you think that will go over? How do you think they'll come together?
Well, I think we know at this point that the CRM's pretty much in both of them at this point, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like, haven't they seen the Chopper in Fear?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I haven't gotten into Fear a whole lot. I haven't watched since like season 4. And I've only watched a couple of episodes of The World Beyond. The first season, I mean, I might try to watch it second season, but the first season it was just.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it was hard.
I didn't like it. I tried it. I just couldn't do it.
It's getting good. It's getting good. Just hold on.
Is it?
I hear that.
Okay. Is the second season started? Is that?
Yeah, I'm on episode 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm holding on for dear life myself.
Yeah, so I'm kind of gonna maybe try kind of treat it like Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones took me 4 times to get past the first 4 episodes, and then I finally got into it and got hooked. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that'll be the secret to The World Beyond.
Okay. Let me. I had a lady. I hope she's not watching, but I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who it was anyway. But they were extremely disappointed in me because I didn't like The World Beyond. Like, I mean, and that's a direct quote. Like, disappointed in me. Like, it was crazy, man.
Were these people from actual Virginia? Because that's where they filmed that.
Well, no, this lady wasn't. Yeah, but this post was asking, how do you feel about it in a group? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I said I didn't like it and explained why. And man, this lady, you would have thought that I don't know.
You know,
I mean, it's got different showrunners and different, different writers. So it's not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. People can like different things. Like, I don't think anybody's, you know what I mean? I don't think just because I don't like it, I don't think it's stupid. I don't think anything like that.
Well, you know, everybody has their own opinion, and sometimes you're allowed to have that. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's why we all have different points of view. Yep, dead truth. That's where you go.
Bam, suckers.
All right. Miss Dawn, do you have any questions? We're running out of fans' questions at this point.
Let's see. What is it like? Did you go to Greg Nicotero's Walker School, the zombie?
No, that was before. So I wasn't. My first day as a Walker was it was Rick's last episode. But I think they stopped that in like season 5 or so. 5 or 6
they stopped that.
Yeah,
they stopped that a while back.
I know some people that had gone through it. But I think they did stop doing that in season 4 or 5 or somewhere in there.
So did they make you do anything? They didn't take you through a class or anything to?
Nope. So my first day was it was right there off of 60, the Ruck's Farm or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
They did a like a reshoot of being impaled on the rock, like a fake Rick, and they did all this stuff, and then let's do the flash forward scene with jumping in, and they were just like, just walk this way, kind of hunch over, put your shoulders in front of you, lean your head down, kind of tilted, and just do your thing.
Oh, okay.
The only thing they didn't want you just dragging your feet, or like some of the people they got broke legs or something, but they didn't want us doing any of that, so they just let us do our own thing.
You got another
Hold
fan.
on. Anissa said it was her. I don't think it was you though. I remember what you're talking about, and I did say I thought it was a cash grab, and I kind of still do think it was a little bit of a cash grab. Like I don't think we really needed it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Have another question. How long did it take you to turn into a walker, and what was it like?
I haven't had full prosthetics. I know though the process, if it takes probably 2.5 hours sometimes.
Wow.
Yep. So those guys usually get there as early as us full mask walkers because they always have us there usually at the same time, maybe if not a little bit before us, so that they can go ahead and get them through wardrobe and get them, into the makeup trailer. I mean, we've been to the makeup trailer because they still do paint our faces, our hands, our arms, and stuff like that. But we don't get the full prosthetic stuff if you're just a full mask walker.
Gotcha. And how long of a day is that normally?
I mean, I've done days where I've only been there for 4 hours, did one scene and was done. I've been there where, they'll wrap some people, but then they'll have you stay like a small group of people or it could be a large group of people. I mean, it could be up to, 12, 14, 15 hours.
Woo.
Somewhere in there.
Okay. All right, Casey, you got a question?
Trying to think. These are some good questions in the comments.
Yeah, they took a lot away from
They
me.
So I guess can you talk about like how you got involved? Like, was it by accident or did you seek out trying to be on the show?
Immediately after I started watching it, I was like, okay, I had interest in it, so I started looking it up. So I didn't
Nice.
know who to use for the casting agency, so I was going through some company. I don't remember who it was, and I was like, damn, there's no response, there's nothing. And that me and Brandon Hardison have been friends for a long time. I knew that he was on the show previously. Never asked. We hardly ever talked about it. I was playing Xbox one night, and I was playing Call of Duty. We were playing, team competitive stuff. So I didn't answer the phone. So he sends me a text message saying, you might want to call me right now. So I was like, all right, I told my buddies, let me back out. I'll be right back. So he told me that this is when they had that, they were looking for the scene out, the all out war, basically when the guns blew up, but they were looking for a bunch of saviors. And he said, they were asking for any friends and family, to have them submit to this email or whatever. So that's how I got started. I submitted, and
Nice.
they emailed me back in 45 minutes and said, hey, can we book you for 3 weeks? So
Wow.
I got that. And my first day was at the sanctuary where Negan kills Simon. So
Cool.
Wow.
There
Wow.
you go.
So you came in right after me, man. Yeah,
Yep. I remember us talking about that. Remember in
because that's where I met
went
Brandon
out to the 100th
too.
episode, and then I'm talking to you. This is after Rob Mack made that figure of you, and I remember it's so cool. I know somebody that's a savior, and as soon as I got done with Walker Stalker, and then we went out to the premiere or whatever, and I got home is when all that happened, right after that.
Oh wow.
So when I was in the scene where Negan kills Simon, as we were walking out, Jeffrey D. Morgan was, giving everybody high fives, shaking their hands, and he stopped me and was like, I know you. And it was because I saw him 2 weeks previously at Walker Stalker. It might not have been 2 weeks. And he said something about it because I was congratulating him on the new baby. And that's where he had recognized me from. So I was working with him a little bit after that for some of the Walker Stalkers. So
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Brandon's actually the one who got me started. So
Yeah, all this stuff happens. Mr. Steven, you got any questions, buddy?
I think everybody's pretty much hit it.
I hear you.
What about Don?
Who's killed you? What actors and actresses?
Let me see. I have been killed by Judith, Michonne,
Nice.
Connie with her slingshot.
Oh.
Daryl with the crossbow. Carol with her little thing. This was in season 10, episode 1.
Oh, cool.
I'm trying to think of who else. Yumiko with her bow.
Oh, nice.
I've been killed by Connie, I think, a couple times with the slingshot outside the hilltop. I'm trying to think of who else. That's all I can remember right now. It's been a lot.
That's cool.
I
You
have
really
another
do have
fan-
9 lives.
Yeah.
I have another fan question from YouTube. I got it right that time. Okay.
There you go.
Have you ever had to wear the contact lenses for zombies?
Nope.
Never have.
Not at all.
Cool. All right. What was like when you actually started coming around the Sonoy for the first time? What was your first, thought of Sonoy? Because I'm actually a local here. I've lived here all my life. So Sonoy is always going to mean something to me. But I've heard throughout the years that it means stuff to very different people. So what do you think about Sonoy and why do you love it?
It's my first time out there was a kind of a rainy day, so
Mhm.
it was kind of like, I guess you could say, dreary. So I guess that's maybe the setting, because I like dreary things. I like horror stuff. So it was kind of like the setting, and the town wasn't too busy. It was kind of quiet. I guess maybe you could say because of the weather. It was a little cold. It was a little rainy. It was in December. I know that. I don't remember what year it was. It might have actually been 2016 ish. I think that's when it was. So I guess that was, small town, not where I'm from, like, Charleston, I lived in Cleveland, big cities.
Wow.
So just quiet, small, surreal, dreary.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not always like that, but just from my first time visiting, it was like, okay, this is something out of maybe like a horror movie, because it's dreary, it's cold, it's kind of foggy out, it's rainy.
Yep.
That's cool.
Man,
All right,
something just makes you fall in love with the town anyway, man.
Yes.
I drive 2 hours just to work down there. You know what I mean?
I drive almost 5.
Wow.
we have a fan question. What was it like to work with little Judith?
She's amazing. She's spunky. She's fun. She's not as energetic as Cassidy, but she's got a little spunk to her. She's amazing. She's just amazing. She'll talk to you like she's known you forever. So it's like she's never met a stranger.
Cool.
And when getting killed by her, she's always, did we do that right? Are you okay? Like, stuff like that. So
That's cool.
Does she act like a little grown up? I would imagine she does.
she does. She does. You wouldn't know that she's a kid.
Right. Yeah, she's a good actress.
Oh yeah.
She
Phenomenal.
is, yeah.
Jeff, do you have any embarrassing moments you want to share?
Um,
Can you share?
yeah, I mean, I've had my pants split in the crotch area.
Oh wow.
So I've had to close the pants together and find somebody from wardrobe and say, we're about to shoot a scene. It was one of the whisper scenes. And I was like, I need some new pants because my pants are split and I got blue underwear on. You can clearly see my underwear, because I had these boxer briefs on, so they're kind of long, it's not like the tidy whities or anything. So
Right.
I was like, blue is going to stand out and you're going to see it and you're going to see my leg. So
Nice. Oh, I see Nikki in the comments. Yeah, I remember meeting you. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, Casey and his fam's all right.
They're pretty cool.
Man, I love your family, dude. They're freaking awesome.
Appreciate it.
appreciate the drink too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely, man.
CJ. By the way, CJ had no idea who that guy was when I told him to go get you. Me and
Right.
Jeff was standing there. I'm like, see, I think Casey would want to meet this guy.
Heck yeah.
CJ's like, okay. But,
At first, I was like, "Is this guy serious?"
no,
I
he
know,
was.
right?
Yeah.
I remember it. And
I had no idea either.
Explain, Mr. Casey, the people that don't know what happened that night. Explain what happened.
Yes,
Oh yes.
please.
I think you guys were out there just stretching legs. It was in between episodes. So yeah, when CJ came out and got me, I went out there, and it was Will Turpin from Collective Soul, and you guys were saying, and he was even telling me, he's a big fan of The Walking Dead.
Yep.
He because he heard Steven mention we had a podcast. He's very interested in coming on the show, and He gave you Jimmy. You got his number. I mean, it was crazy. I was in disbelief.
I do. Actually,
He's blurting
Will's
it out in front of everybody. I was like,
I
dude,
know, right?
You want to do that?
I was like, keep it on the down low. Well, I'd asked Will. I was like, Will, how do I get your contact? How do I get in touch with you? Because me and Jeff, we were out there, and I was trying to not act like I was a fan,
Right?
Like I cared, whatever, And I was like, hey, Will, how do I get your contact? He's like, let me give me your personal number. I'm like, all right.
And I'm looking at him going, are you sure you like there's girls in the
because there was like
listening, and I'm like, he's like, this is my number, and he's like shouting it out, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Look, see, nobody would ever know. I'm gonna start going around acting like I was in a band or something and be like, yeah, I was in ladies. I mean, I was just, the harmonica player, but
he actually, at first he's like, go to my fan page. I'm like, okay. And I went to the fan page. I looked at him. I'm like, how in the hell am I supposed to actually get in contact with you, though? He goes, I'll just give you my number. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I started typing it in, and it was him. Like, I looked on his fan page. It was definitely him.
Yeah.
So I went over there, I started typing his number in, and I called him. He's like, yeah, I got it, man. Cool. I was like, all right.
That was crazy. And he even admitted, he's like, I know, most bands, you only really know the lead singer. So, he's like, I know people don't know the band. But I mean, that was him. I've since watched a lot of the videos, and I was like, oh, that is him.
When we going to have him on the show then?
We need to.
Actually, I got to call him. He told me to call him anytime. So I'm probably going to end up calling him probably tomorrow or the next day. And I'm probably going to schedule it for next week or the week after or whatever he can do it. I'm not going to start a forced issue. I'm going to let him choose what he wants to do.
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
We have to force this right now.
Well,
do it now.
Fucking Will Turpin, you're going to be on the show.
Right.
Well, last
night,
night,
the whole band, and we're going to play live.
We're telling you the dates.
Well, last night he was at the playoff games at the Brave Stadium.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy knows everything. Listen at him.
I saw him posted on Instagram.
He added me to Facebook. So he was posting it on Facebook.
Oh,
so I'm actually on his actual. Yeah, I'm not on his fan page. I'm on his actual Facebook page now.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So he was posting pictures of that last night. It's kind of cool.
That's cool.
But,
Jimmy's gonna fire all us and hire Will Turpin.
I know.
Jimmy's gonna start a Collective Soul podcast.
It ain't like that. Actually,
forget I was in Bare Naked Lady, so I get to be on it too.
There you go.
And be telling the story. Yeah, I was with these people.
In the words of Steven, technically, I was there.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, your shirt, my shirt.
Yeah,
Steven. You were there.
I was in every picture of you that night.
Right.
Well, I'm friends with Danny Boone from Rehab too. So I mean, I can get them whenever too. Because I already had.
The way you said that, I thought you meant like somebody in rehab.
Yeah.
But you're talking about
Rehab the band. Remember in the 90s, Rehab
Oh,
the
dude,
band?
I used to love Brooks Buford in Rehab.
There you go. He ain't in there no more, but yes.
I know. He's long gone. He's long gone.
He's in rehab.
Yeah, he probably was. Ain't no joke. But he can rap like crazy, though. He really
Remember Warner Robbins boys right there.
You damn right they are, and they're really good guys.
I was a big fan. I saw them live, as a matter of fact, and they were great.
Yeah, good guys actually, but yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't realize Will and Collective Soul were from Stockbridge.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
me neither.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna let him talk about that when he comes on the show, but I'm gonna let him choose what date and stuff. I'm gonna give him a call this week and we'll figure it out.
All right.
I don't want to rush him and stuff, and
sure,
we'll figure it out from there. We'll even let Jeff back on the podcast to ask him questions.
Heck yeah!
Woo-hoo.
There you go.
I always assumed they were from like Seattle or something because that time, you know what I mean?
Right.
Actually, the play-ons and everything.
Yeah, I thought they were from Athens initially, but it was REM.
That's REM.
Yeah. It wasn't them. It was they were from Stockbridge evidently because I didn't know that until he told us. But whatever.
Yep.
But,
hey, I got those pictures, Jeff. You said you want to thumb through those?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Bam.
There you go.
Oh, jump.
That's his OnlyFans.
That's hold on. You have me confused with Dustin Baker.
Jeff without makeup on his OnlyFans.
Right. So what's this one? What's this Walker?
That is my season 10, episode 1 Walker. That's where Daryl killed me twice in 26 seconds.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing. And this was about 2 hours of makeup?
No, that's just the mask.
Oh,
believe it or not, they
Wow,
look
that's
so
kinda crazy.
good. You can't tell. So that if you look at the very top where the eyes are, there's
Uh-huh.
like small little slits. I loved that mask because if they could see your eyes, you weren't up in the front a whole lot. So they would kind of keep you away from the front, I guess you could say. So a lot of the masks that I like to wear, I made sure that you could barely see out of them.
Oh, like how they're recessed in.
Yeah. Otherwise, if they could see your eyes, and I think eventually I ended up losing one of the masks because stunts took it and they couldn't see out of it, so they cut it open a little bit more.
Wow.
Did you get a
Is
case of
anybody
mask?
else getting anybody else getting a Brady Bunch feel here? Get a look down.
Yeah.
And stuff?
I'm at the very bottom, so hey guys.
There you go.
Hey, KZ.
What's up? Hey, Don.
Oh, and one of the fans asked what it was like to wear the Walker mask.
It could be difficult if it's at night. You can't see. You can't really hear. And again, if it's in the middle of the day, it's hot.
I imagine.
Gotcha. So those aren't contacts. Those is that part of the mask? The eyes?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They look so real.
Could you see shit?
I'd have to like tilt my head kind of down to see like through the top where the eye holes were. So it was.
So the eye holes are above the eyes.
They're above the eyes. Yeah.
Oh.
I'd be claustrophobic as hell. I'd be wanting to get the hell out of that.
Well, that's the first question. Is the first question I got asked before I was asked to be walkers? Are you claustrophobic?
Wow.
I couldn't. Ain't no way.
Is it easy to breathe?
Yeah. So there's like a little like if you look where the teeth are. There's like a little screen piece in there that you can't really see, so you're able to breathe, and then a little bit of the nose.
That's crazy.
So that's why they still paint you underneath the mask, so you look like a raccoon basically. They'll look at your mask and see kind of where the holes are, and then they'll paint you.
They make sure you can't see.
Man, if you got to wear that mask, they should let you get that mask when the production's over, man.
I don't know exactly. I've heard stories of what they do. I don't know if it's true, but I heard they send them back to LA and then they
they wouldn't do it,
and then they make new ones or something. So
wow.
I don't know how true that is, but
they might recycle them.
Well, I got pieces of a Walker mask downstairs. That's on my shelf.
Ooh, that's cool.
I heard about that.
Yeah. Me and Dustin found it, and usually we fight over stuff, but I'm like, "This is mine, bitch. Go away." Yeah. Because I actually walked up on it, and he's like, "Give me that." I'm like, "The hell if I am."
Fight me, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess this looks like a whisperer.
That is my first day on set as a whisperer.
Oh, cool.
That was my number 18. They gave us numbers, so my number was 18.
Oh,
that mask was mine. Nobody else.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I have a fan question. How did you handle the Georgia heat? And I'll be honest with you. Let me answer this question before anybody else. Be honest with you. It ain't shit. Like Casey is the hottest one of all of us. He's down there in St. Lawrence Pit because he's down there in Florida.
No doubt.
So he'll be all right. Go ahead, answer it, Mr. Jeff.
Well, I mean, it gets hotter here in Charleston than it does in Georgia, but it's hot. It's a lot of water and a lot of Gatorade. Just make sure you keep yourself hydrated because I have seen people, pass out from the heat. Oh yeah. You see people get nosebleeds from the heat. But the crew takes care of you. They make sure that you're taken care of. They're always asking if you're okay. You get as many breaks as you need. So you don't ever have to, they take really good care of you.
That's cool.
Did they smell bad? And I guess you're referring to the mask, I'm hoping.
No, it wasn't the mask. So it was your wardrobe because if, you wore it, for 10 hours, 8 hours on set one day and you were coming back the next day, they try to get them as clean as possible, but it's not like, if the crew's working all day, the same hours, long hours, or, whatever the case might be, they don't always have time to do the laundry. So they use some kind of, I think they use some kind of spray.
It's like jailhouse cleaning.
Right. They use some kind of spray.
It would be Febreze at that point.
No, it's I forgot what they said it was. I have asked before. It's some kind of vodka and something or another.
Yeah.
So, but it's still, you still smell.
Right.
I imagine.
That's crazy.
I mean, if you're out there and it's 110, 114 degrees, whatever it is with the heat index, like it's gonna smell.
That is so crazy.
I mean, I would smell as soon as I put the clothes on, like, and you just start sweating because the humidity.
Right.
Have a fan asking a question. Did you get to work with Greg Nicotero, Angela Kane, and Denise Hoof? Of course.
Denise was there all the time. We met some of her family. You remember the episode Scars with Michonne?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, she cut my head off that day.
Oh wow,
But Denise Huth had some of her family there. We met some of her family.
that's cool,
And
man.
I worked with Greg a lot, so he did a lot of the stuff, and you pretty much seen him a lot too because that's his makeup, team.
Mm-hmm. K&B.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like this meme.
Yes. So I gave you that because I posted that a couple years ago, and it basically kind of went viral. So.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. I know some of the tour companies down there, Georgia Tour Company, and some other people were wanting to use it, so they posted it all over their Facebook page. I was just like, just make sure you give me photo credit because I said that is me underneath that mask.
Right.
So-
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny. Here's just another shot of it. This looks like a screenshot, right?
Yeah, so I took that from the episode. That was my featured whisper. Like, that was when we came to the hilltop, and Alpha came up there and said, "I am Alpha,"
Mhm.
Right.
give me my
That's so
daughter or
cool,
whatever.
dude.
So I had no idea that was going to happen. I just seen the trailer like for the next episode, and I was like, it was like a quick 1 second. I was like, hold on a minute. So I kind of recorded the video. I went back and just kind of slid the thing across to look at it, and I was like, holy shit, that's me.
So yeah, just to be clear, as extras and stuff, you guys, it's not like you get to see the script or anything like that, right? There's
Nope.
no prep.
We might get a little story time so that we know what's going to happen for the day, what has
Mhm.
to be done or whatever, but you don't get to keep any of the sides or anything.
Right. That's crazy.
I kept everything.
Explain story
Just
time,
kidding.
Jeff, because not a whole lot of people understand what story time is.
So there's been occasions where we get on the bus and our the background PA, whoever, just let us know. They'll give us a rundown script saying, this is what's going to happen, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. This is where you guys come in. This is what you guys are going to do, and then that's it, end day. So
Yeah, so basically, story time is going over the script for the day, right?
right, letting us know
Okay.
what we're going to be a part of. They don't
Gotcha.
necessarily read everything to us. They just kind of let us know, hey, this is what you guys are going to be doing. This is where you come in. These are the scenes. This is what's going to take place, and then
Sure.
we're done for the day. So
They pretty much just tell you what to do. I didn't get any spoilers. I mean, except for what you see take place. Like,
right, that's what I said.
saw-
They don't necessarily read everything to you.
saw the
Mhm.
doctor get thrown in the fire, so I knew that was going to happen. But stuff, you don't really know the circumstances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool. So what was this photo here of
This is the
Whisper?
behind the scenes. That's Caleb Womble. I think that's who that is. One of the producers.
Oh, okay.
So if you're looking at the photo like right now, I'm the one to the right with the doing the shush
where?
thing.
Who else
Yep,
is
that
in the
one right
photo
there.
with you? I mean, who else is in there with you?
I don't know if they want me to put their names out there.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Well,
not
the
gonna do
ones that we know that,
Yeah.
that
Well, you
were
got
really
Ryan Hurst right there, right?
No.
That's not Ryan Hurst knelt down real low.
Nope.
No, it
That
looked
is
like
that's a
Oh.
female. That's a female.
Oh, dang.
Well, you don't have to. Is it anybody we know like this? out
Alex
there?
Barnes.
Okay.
He's
That-
in there.
that's one.
He's if you go 3 over to the left, he's the one that's kneeling down in the front right there. He's right above it where you just had the arrow go up.
Okay.
I think that's him right there.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a sexy mofo right there, Casey. You got a date, man.
I just don't want
That's
to. I don't know if anybody else wants me to put their names.
Oh,
out
you're,
there.
you're
Sure,
perfectly
sure. No,
fine.
no,
I just didn't know if
yeah.
anybody we knew was in there. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
There's a couple that you probably know.
Okay.
That's me right there in front of Ryan Hurst as that walker.
Oh, wow.
We called that
Cool.
walker like basically the Freddy Krueger because if you look at the sweater, it's just not red; it's black and gray.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah,
I was getting called the basically the Freddy Krueger walker. So
Freddie.
Kurt
Okay.
Cobain. It looks like Kurt Cobain to me.
There
That's
you
what I
go.
was thinking too. They could throw a guitar in that boy's hand. He good to go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is my first day on set as a walker. That's me, the lone walker behind the group,
Okay.
Oh, cool.
walking into the scene. So
I didn't know that. I remember this.
That's when the group first came out.
Right. When
Yep.
you first meet him. Yep.
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 that's where I first saw Judith because she does the bang bang bang, with the.
Oh yeah.
But she actually wasn't there that day. They clapped pieces of wood together about 6 times.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
this was the first Whisperer promo shoot that they did. If you look, you can see Alpha. You see the 3 hero walkers, and then I'm the one to the back left of Alpha.
Oh, cool.
Oh, right
Yeah.
here. Oh,
Mhm.
no way.
Yep.
Very cool.
Were you all there together taking this photo, or is it?
Yep.
You think?
So they did. It was kind of like a video thing. The guy that and I guess like a camera. They were taking hundreds of photos, so they would rotate the group. So there's other photos too, with some of the other guys that were in it. You know, I think they picked 6 or 7 of us whisperers and like 3 or 4 hero walkers.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Cool.
That's really cool. And was that done at the studio?
it was that particular photo. I want to say was done. You can't obviously tell, but I think that one was done outside the hilltop.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So y'all are just out. Oh, I sent that to you earlier. You ain't supposed to be showing that.
Oh, my bad. I thought Jet said that.
Nope.
No, I sent that.
I didn't send that to you.
Yeah, I said that.
Oops.
Don't be putting
Spoiler
naked
alert.
pictures
No,
out
I'm
there.
just
Good
kidding.
No,
lord.
right? Phew.
That was Sadiq's eulogy. I'm actually as a human. You can
This is
clearly see my
human,
face.
Jeff.
That's
Yeah.
human. There's a
There you
couple
go.
human Jeffs
Oh.
I didn't know
around.
you were in that scene.
Yes.
So I didn't send you the photo because
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't a clear
know.
photo, but I was also in the theater scene. So you remember when Alpha sits next to Lydia?
Yeah.
I'm right next to Lydia.
Ah.
So you could clearly it's kind of like a shot like this, but it's a little bit blurrier and it was dark. So I didn't
So-
send you that. I didn't send you that
Gotcha.
shot, but
That's so cool, dude.
I have a fan question for you. Did you go to Hogansville, or did you have any scenes at the Grand Hotel in Hogansville? And did you, go ahead.
I didn't have any at the Grand Hotel. I had one. You remember when they were looking for the bulb for the theater
Yeah.
for the movie thing? I was a part of the walkers coming out of that.
You know, I was actually there that day up the hill watching y'all go down the hill.
I got photos. People were sending me photos saying, "Oh my god, I seen you." So
That's
yeah.
cool.
I wasn't looking for you per se, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we also got some pictures taken with the chief of police and all. So I didn't
Oh,
send
wow.
you those either. But yeah,
That
Did you get
was that weird day that they let everybody like get closer
Yep.
than usual, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we
I was
had
one of
to
them.
we had to ask the chief because where they had our bus at, people were just coming up trying to take photos. So we were like, we just told the chief, hey, can you kind of keep. This is where we're coming to. Everybody was taking a break right there,
Right.
and people were just walking like over there. So he kind of just backed everybody off from over in that area too.
You remember they kept the bank open right next side the where y'all were filming at, Jeff?
We could see the people working inside. We were right outside the glass.
There's a funny story behind that. Okay, my buddy Jeff Whaley.
Jeff Wagner's here, dude.
Yeah, Greg Whaley. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Keep looking
And
down.
His wife was that dude. So Greg Whaley's wife was working inside the bank, and she saw me outside. She's like, "Come in here." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Stay in here and watch this with us." I was like, "All right." So I got to watch y'all film that whole day from inside that bank.
So
Oh,
did you see us where like we were like scratching the glass and all that crap? So we would turn around and face them inside the bank and just start like scratching at the glass,
Oh,
and it was
cool.
Oh,
yeah, they were
cool.
getting a kick out of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we were
awesome.
in there the whole day watching that crap. It was pretty awesome. Like I literally was like from here behind the glass to y'all, and I didn't even know that was you, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they had us jammed in there like a can of sardines, bro.
That's so crazy.
It's crazy.
Look, this is my puppeteer scene.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't remember that. That's awesome.
It was quick, so
Yeah.
you'll hear people talking, but it's not actually us, me and her
Gotcha.
talking. It was they kind of dubbed that in, but yeah, that was kind of fun.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't finish the other question. Did you work at the hospital where Beth or Beta died at?
I did not. So I was supposed to have. Supposedly, my character died in the parking lot. Sad to say, my Whisper character. However, I'm not on camera dying, so I don't consider me dying as a Whisper. I got sick that day. I was supposed to be there. I think it was the last day, and I was there. I was in Georgia, and I got sick. I had this nasty stomach virus. I couldn't stop. It was coming out of both ends. We'll just put it that way. So I did not make it the final day.
Oh man.
Both ends of what?
Oh my God! Really?
We don't
Oh
need
my
to go there.
God.
We don't need to go there.
Go to his OnlyFans.
Yeah, the video proofs over there. One more question before we get on to this next one. What's the first? Danielle asked, "What was the first actor you met on set? Who was the first ever one you ever met?"
When I got there, the first ever one was Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Simon Ogg. That was my first stuff going on. That was the only two actors there at that point.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I think they ended up bringing in Dwight later on and Xander Berkeley. So
cool.
All right. So here we got a video promo. So let's see.
This was from the Whisper promo. This is where they attached a funny story. Was I thought I was in trouble this day. We're standing in the woods, and somebody starts calling my name. I think it was one of the ADs, and was like, Jeff Wagner. And I was like, oh, shoot. So I kind of slid back behind a tree, and I was like, shit, am I in trouble? Did I do something? And they were like, Jeff Wagner. And then the costume guy was like, I know he's here. Like, Jeff, where are you? And I'm like, oh, shit. And they're like, oh, Jeff's right here. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm in trouble. So I come out, and they were like, we need somebody with a gray shirt. Well, my Whisper shirt that I've been wearing the whole season was that bluish gray looking color. So I didn't know what was going on. They were like, oh, let me look at your shirt or whatever. So they do this stuff. They cut a hole in my shirt, and they attached a 360 cam to me. I thought it was going to be like a virtual kind of reality kind of game, because they had me walk with this camera. They had me walk up and through the woods, across this trail, whatever, then come back down, then do it again, come back down. Had the walkers and some of the other Whisperers walk beside me. So I didn't know exactly what was going on until I saw this actually air before that episode in February of whatever year. I think it was 2018 or 2019. I can't remember. It might have been 2018, but it was season 9. So I had no idea, but that's me. They attached a 360 cam to me, and they had me just doing some walking. So
where did this air? It was on TV?
Yes, they did all this stuff. So when they did this stuff in New York, and they had it on the buildings, and it was all the promo Whisperer stuff. So it was all over this glass building where they were using, like, people talk behind the building to scare people. I don't know if you remember ever seeing any of that stuff, but that was what they were using for some of the promo
cool,
stuff.
dude. Here, let me go ahead and play it.
Hit play on that bad boy.
I think it'll play the audio.
There you go. Pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So cool.
That's
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was dying waiting for that to come out, because we had seen all the Whisperer promo stuff, and I was like, where the heck is this video? And one of my buddies texted me and said, there's your video. So I had to go watch it.
And then we got one more video.
This was another promo shoot. This was put on by AMC's website. I think it was all over the Facebook and Instagram. This was a thing. I'll let you watch it and you can see.
Okay. Let's check it out.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I remember this, actually. Yeah.
It is cool. Yeah, they had a lot of different ones.
Yeah, I mean, I had some stuff I didn't send you, but I was all over the Talking Dead's Instagram where we were standing at the gate.
No way.
Yeah, that, and then all over their AMC's like Facebook and Instagram stuff. So
that's so cool.
Now
these were great. Thanks for sharing these.
We got one more fan question, and we'll start wrapping up. Was you nervous on the first day at set?
Absolutely. I got there and I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know where I got to park, because you didn't park at the studio my first day. We parked out by the steakhouse.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So they had multiple lots, and they bust us in, and I'm getting there. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, this is my first time. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know anybody. So, and I think I seen, I don't know I think Brandon might've been there too, but he was one of the sanctuary workers or something. He was up on the catwalk or something, and they ended up moving him down behind the stairs. So we didn't really get to spend a whole lot of time together. So I was like on my own trying to figure out, okay, what the hell am I doing?
Dude, it's nerve-wracking. I got there like 3 hours ahead of time and like slept in my car for like 2 hours.
You didn't want to be late, so I drove in the night before, had a hotel or whatever, and they give you this, they send you this map, and I'm like, I don't know where this is. Right. So I'm getting in there, I'm pulling in, and I'm like, asking people, is this where I park? They're like, yeah. So I get out, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now? They're like, oh, we wait for the bus. The bus will come pick you up. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like your first day of school.
Right. So I'm like, okay, where am I going? So they put you on a bus. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, it's cool. And then we pull into the studio, and it's like, okay, well, hurry up and wait.
I got a picture of Jeff with a Dora Explorer backpack and a lunchbox and everything.
Right. Yeah. Well, I did bring a backpack because I didn't know what to expect. I don't know if they was going to provide food or what the case might have been, but yeah, they
Shit,
handle all that
you
for
gotta bring a backpack, man.
Oh,
I
yeah,
brought
for sure.
my backpack every time, man. I'd put books in there even if I didn't plan on reading, because you're gonna
Yep.
be sitting there a long
A lot of waiting
time.
time.
Yeah.
So I found I'll just slide this in real quick. I found out that if you're the dead and you're playing the dead, there's not a whole lot of hurry up and wait. You're working because they can recycle you.
Yeah.
They can move you around. It's you can't do that with the human because they've already seen you.
Right.
Plus,
So-
you've got the prosthetics. You got all that to do too. So that's
They'll
extra
constantly
stuff.
move you around. They can recycle you.
Okay.
I have one
Okay.
question. Since Jeff, since the season's getting ready to end, what does The Walking Dead mean to you?
It means I'm gonna go back and watch the seasons over and over and over. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find something else to do. I don't know.
Well, we got Tales of the Walking Dead.
Hopefully hopefully some of that stuff is filmed in Georgia. So
Yes.
Well, we're hearing through the grapevine, Stephen, I don't know if you're hearing this too, that they're supposed to have one of the spinoffs filmed here, right? That's what I'm
I
hearing through the
hadn't,
grapevine.
I hadn't
Carol
heard
Burnett.
anything, but you would think so. The area already is, they're used to it. They're used to the set life. I mean,
Yep. It makes sense.
they-
The studio's there.
AMC invested in the studio, so why not? Why not? I understand why they couldn't do the spinoffs because they've got everything decked out for the flagship show in
Right.
Sonoy. You know what I mean? So they
Right.
couldn't film the spinoffs there. They could have picked another place in Georgia, but all around they like to stay within a certain distance of Sonoy and Atlanta.
Mhm.
And all around that's been pretty much, used. You would recognize the layout. It would look a lot similar. So they had to pick different places. for a
Sure.
spinoff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Jerry gets a spinoff and they need a stand-in.
There you go.
There you go, Casey.
Why didn't
That's
you
all
ever?
buddy.
You need to fill out for it anyway, dude. Like for real.
Yeah. Well, this
I
is
was
the
trying
this
to tell
is
everybody that you were Cooper.
Mhm.
Viewing party.
There you go.
All right.
This is the
I
thing,
do get a lot of
too.
looks.
they could do a spinoff on stories that happened in between the time jumps, so they could reuse those sets too.
Yeah,
you know what I
totally.
mean?
Totally.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Mr. Jeff, for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
We
thank
really
you for
appreciate
having me.
Man. Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks,
Thank
man.
you for
It's
joining
been a
us.
pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
We'll go ahead and throw up the stuff. Thank you. Walking Dead Harrelson, of course, the Water Tower Tours, Auto Rats Plus, the camp, Abraham's Army, Survive the Night, Zontography for Danielle, Walking Dead Horror Nation. Walking Dead fans are amazing. Also, I'd like to thank our Patreons. Any moment, there we go. Miss Dawn, Christy, Jeff, Casey, and Linda. Appreciate y'all so
can't
much.
do
We
it.
love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be all right.
So not only are you like the coolest walker, but you're also
Yes.
a Patreon supporter. Thank
Patreon
you.
member. There you go.
Yes.
Bam, sucker.
Anybody want to say any last words?
No, thanks for coming on, Jeff.
I
Yeah.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you
Thanks
so
for having
much.
me.
Man,
Thanks for having me.
Thank
you.
Anytime that you,
My only shameless plugs tonight, I guess, will be me and Jimmy, man. Come see me and Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
Go
Oh,
see
yeah.
Jimmy
There you go.
first, and then come see me, or come see me first, and I'll send you to Jimmy.
That's right.
Either way, we'll send you on the right direction.
We'll hook
There you
that
go.
up, man, for real.
Absolutely.
Harrelson and Sonoy.
That's right.
Love you guys. Thank you, Mr. Jeff, again. Y'all have
Thank
a great
you.
night. See you.
Thank you all for
right.
watching.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace out.
Bye.